There are 4 breakfast foods you absolutely need every day, and 4 you should steer clear of at all costs. But here's the shocking part: 99% of seniors have no idea that their breakfast might be quietly harming their health. We're talking about issues like memory loss, blood sugar crashes, and rapid muscle loss, all linked to so-called healthy morning staples. The truth? Millions of seniors are starting their mornings with meals that secretly chip away at their energy, focus, and strength. It feels like a harmless routine, maybe even a good one. But the most frightening thing? 98% of people over 60 eat at least one of these harmful breakfast foods every single week, and once the damage begins, it often snowballs. But here's the good news: this damage can be reversed. In fact, just swapping out one unhealthy item for a better option has been shown to boost strength, reduce inflammation, and even protect your memory. This video is based on some pretty eye-opening studies research you probably haven't seen before. We're going to break down the 4 best and 4 worst breakfast choices for seniors, ranked by how helpful or harmful they are. And the top healthy item? A recent study showed it could cut inflammation in half in just 8 weeks. Every claim you'll hear today is backed by peer-reviewed research done on real people over 60, just like you. No guesswork, no hype, just science. And if you want to dig deeper, all the studies are linked in the video description. Before we jump in, take a second to comment below and tell us where you're watching from. We read every comment, and it's always incredible to see how far this message is spreading. Alright, let's start with the first harmful breakfast food, number 4 on our list. This one is super common. It looks healthy. It even says heart healthy on the box. But it might be silently triggering inflammation and muscle loss in your body every day. #4 instant oatmeal packets. Now, these seem innocent enough. Some of them even have cute packaging and promises of fiber and heart health. But here's the truth: instant oatmeal is one of the worst ways for a senior to start the day. Why? Overprocessing. The oats have been so thoroughly broken down that your body digests them almost immediately. That causes a massive blood sugar spike within minutes. Most of these packets pack 18 grams of sugar per serving. And many also include maltodextrin, a processed carb that spikes your insulin even faster than regular sugar. Your body treats this kind of breakfast like an emergency. First, blood sugar spikes. Then, insulin rushes in to bring it down. Soon after, you crash. You're exhausted, maybe shaky, and often hungrier than when you started. And the damage doesn't stop there. Study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate high glycemic breakfast had 47% higher levels of inflammation for the next 6 hours. So even if you eat something better for lunch, the damage from breakfast is still active. It gets worse. Frequent morning sugar spikes are linked to a 40% higher risk of developing insulin resistance, especially in older adults whose insulin sensitivity is already declining. That's a fast track to prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. If you genuinely love oats, you don't have to give them up. But skip the packets. Instead, make your own with steel-cut oats. Soak them overnight. Cook them slowly. And skip the sugar top with cinnamon or fresh fruit instead. The goal is to start your morning with stable energy, not a sugar roller coaster. Number 3, flavored yogurt cups. They're marketed as a smart choice packed with calcium, probiotics, and protein. But here's the catch: flavored yogurt cups are one of the sneakiest metabolic traps for seniors. Believe it or not, many of them have more sugar than a candy bar. Yep, some brands contain up to 22 grams of added sugar per serving. That's over 5 teaspoons of sugar first thing in the morning. And it's not just sugar. These little cups often contain thickening agents, artificial flavors, fake sweeteners, and even food dyes, all of which contribute to gut inflammation and digestive disruption. Study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who ate high-sugar dairy products for breakfast experienced a 34% spike in inflammatory markers like CRP and IL-6 within just 2 hours. That kind of inflammation isn't just uncomfortable, it's been linked to faster muscle breakdown, weaker immunity, and even cognitive decline. Even the so-called low-fat yogurts are misleading. Removing the fat often means adding more sugar to compensate for flavor. But seniors actually need that healthy fat. It helps with nutrient absorption and blood sugar stability. If you're a yogurt fan, here's the fix. Go for plain Greek yogurt. Avoid the flavored varieties. Add your own fruit or a sprinkle of cinnamon. You'll get all the protein and probiotics without the sugar crash. It might feel like a small change, but it's powerful, especially when your goal is to protect your energy, mental clarity, and metabolic health. Number 2, breakfast. Cereals, even the healthy ones. This one might be the biggest breakfast lie ever told to seniors. Most breakfast cereals, even the ones labeled multigrain or high fiber, are highly processed, loaded with sugar, and almost completely devoid of real nutrition. They may look healthy on the outside, but on the inside, they're made from refined grains, often mixed with chemical vitamins, artificial sugars, and preservatives. According to the British Medical Journal, seniors who frequently eat processed breakfast cereals have a 21% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Another study from the Nurses' Health Study found that people over 60 who started their day with cereal were 36% more likely to develop belly fat. And belly fat isn't just about weight, it's hormonally active. It promotes inflammation, damages muscles, and increases the risk of stroke. Even cereals labeled no added sugar often sneak in sweeteners like malt extract or fruit juice concentrate, which raise your blood sugar just the same. And here's something most people don't consider. Because cereal is soft and easy to chew, it's a go-to for many older adults with dental concerns. But that temporary convenience comes at a long-term cost. If you're looking for a quick, easy, and healthy morning option, there are far better alternatives out there that stabilize blood sugar, fight inflammation, and fuel your strength. But cereal? It's not one of them. In fact, it's one of the riskiest breakfast habits for older adults. Number 1. White toast with jam or margarine. It seems simple. A slice of toast with a little spread. What could go wrong? A lot, actually. White bread is pure starch stripped of fiber, minerals, and anything that slows digestion. It hits your bloodstream like a soda. Add margarine loaded with processed seed oils, like canola or soybean, and you've got a recipe for oxidative stress. Top it off with jam, and you're essentially eating sugar on fat-soaked cardboard. In a 5-year study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who regularly ate this combo had a 48% higher chance of cognitive decline. Another study from the European Journal of Endocrinology showed it slashed insulin sensitivity by 34% in people over 60. It's not just about energy dips. This kind of breakfast actively weakens your immune system, shrinks your muscles, and damages blood vessels, often without any obvious symptoms. Even whole wheat toast isn't a great option if you have blood sugar issues or gluten sensitivity. If you want to maintain your independence, ditch the white toast and margarine jam combo. It's the most damaging way a senior can start their day, and unfortunately, it's still served in homes and care centers around the world. All right, now that we've covered the 4 breakfast foods you should absolutely avoid, let's flip things around and focus on the 4 powerhouse breakfast options that every senior should include in their daily routine. These aren't just good options. These are science-backed, nutrient-dense foods that have been proven to reduce inflammation, protect memory, preserve muscle, and support longevity. You don't need fancy ingredients or expensive supplements, just smart choices that work with your body, not against it. So let's jump into the list, starting with number 4.4 Chia seed pudding. This one surprises a lot of people. But chia seeds? They're tiny powerhouses, especially for those over 60. And when soaked overnight, they turn into a pudding that delivers sustained energy, deep cellular support, and gentle digestion. What makes chia seeds special is their unique combination of fiber and omega-3s. Just 2 tablespoons give you around 10 grams of fiber and 4 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, which is strongly anti-inflammatory. In fact, a study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that higher soluble fiber intake improved insulin sensitivity in older adults by 39%. Regular omega-3 intake reduced muscle deterioration risk by 30%. Those are major wins for aging bodies. But here's the real kicker: chia seeds slow digestion. So instead of causing a spike and crash, your blood sugar rises gradually and stays stable for hours. That means steady energy, better focus, and no brain fog. And there's more. The gel-like texture that chia seeds form when soaked helps nurture your gut bacteria, which is critical for nutrient absorption and immune function, 2 things that naturally decline with age. Making chia pudding is incredibly simple. Add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds to half a cup of almond or coconut milk. Stir well and let it sit overnight in the fridge. In the morning, top with a dash of cinnamon or a few berries. That's it. No cooking, no chewing strain, no blood sugar spike. Just a delicious, gut-friendly, anti-inflammatory meal that powers your body quietly and effectively. If you're looking for strength, stability, and simplicity, chia pudding is a winner. Number 3, beets or beetroot smoothies. Beets for breakfast? It may sound a little strange at first, but beets are a secret weapon for seniors who want to improve blood flow, muscle strength, and even brain power. Here's why. Beets are packed with natural nitrates. Once in your body, those nitrates convert into nitric oxide, which helps relax and widen blood vessels, improving circulation. That's a big deal, especially for seniors. Blood flow tends to slow down with age, making it harder for the body to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the brain and muscles. The result? Fatigue, slower healing, and weaker performance. But studies show beets can change all that. In a study from the Journal of Gerontology, seniors who drank beet juice every morning showed a 19% improvement in walking speed, a 21% boost in muscle oxygen use during activity. That's after just a short period of daily use. Another study from Wake Forest University found that beet-rich breakfasts enhanced brain activity in the frontal lobe, the part of the brain that controls memory and decision-making. And this effect was noticeable in just 4 days. Best of all, you don't need raw beets. You can blend half a cup of cooked or roasted beets with some water, a squeeze of lemon, and maybe a few berries or banana slices to mellow out the earthy flavor. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before activity, and you'll notice more endurance, better movement, and clearer thinking. It's a simple trick with a powerful impact, especially if you're trying to maintain independence, stay active, or just feel more alive in your body. Number 2, pasture-raised eggs. Eggs have gotten a bad reputation in the past, but new research is setting the record straight, especially when it comes to pasture-raised eggs. They are one of the most complete and nourishing foods seniors can eat in the morning. Here's what makes them special. High-quality protein, about 6 grams per egg. Healthy fats and a potent combo of nutrients like choline, selenium, vitamin B12, and vitamin D. All of these support key functions like memory, metabolism, and muscle maintenance, areas that naturally decline with age. In fact, a major study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate at least 25 grams of protein for breakfast maintained 45% more muscle mass than those who started the day with just carbs. That kind of protein makes a massive difference as you age. And don't overlook choline, a nutrient your brain depends on. It supports neurotransmitter function and protects against age-related brain shrinkage. Eggs are the top natural source, yet most older adults are deficient in it. Now, why pasture-raised? Because these chickens roam freely and eat a natural diet, which means their eggs have higher omega-3 south and more vitamin D than regular. Store-bought eggs, that means better inflammation control, stronger bones, and a stronger immune system. Cooking your eggs, avoid inflammatory oils like canola or vegetable oil. Instead, use grass-fed butter, olive oil, or poach them in water. Scrambled over easy. Or soft-boiled, all great options. And if chewing or swallowing is a challenge for you, eggs are soft, satisfying, and easy to digest. Few foods are as efficient and powerful for rebuilding strength and preserving sharpness as a simple egg. For seniors, this isn't just breakfast, it's daily medicine in a shell. Number 1, wild blueberries. And now, we've arrived at the top breakfast food for seniors, and it's probably already sitting in your freezer. We're talking about wild blueberries. Not the big, bland, watery ones in clamshells. The small, dark, wild kind, rich in powerful plant compounds that repair the body and protect the brain. These berries are packed with anthocyanins, which are plant nutrients shown to reverse oxidative stress, lower inflammation, even repair aging brain tissue. That's not a theory. It's been tested. In one groundbreaking study from Nutrients, seniors who ate 1 cup of wild blueberries each morning experienced significant improvements in memory and focus in just 90 days. Another study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that eating wild blueberries daily reduced inflammatory markers by 52% in older adults. That is one of the most impressive numbers in any dietary study for seniors. Wild blueberries don't just protect the brain. They also improve blood flow to muscles, speeding up recovery, improving coordination, and even reducing the risk of falls. These effects help seniors stay independent longer. The key is to choose the right kind. Look for frozen wild blueberries. They're smaller, darker, and way more potent than the big cultivated ones. You can mix them into your chia pudding, your Greek yogurt, or your beet smoothie. They taste amazing. But more importantly, they stabilize blood sugar, energize muscles, and protect cognitive health without any crash. This is the one food change you can make this year that might have the biggest return on investment for your health. So now that you know the worst breakfast offenders like instant oatmeal packets, sugary yogurts, processed cereals, and white toast with margarine, and the science-backed breakfast heroes like chia pudding, beet smoothies, pasture-raised eggs, and wild blueberries, it's time to tie it all together. Because here's the bottom line. Breakfast sets the tone for your entire day. Especially as you age, your body becomes more sensitive to what you put in it, and the effects show up faster. Whether it's in your joints, your memory, your mood, or your ability to move freely, food matters. More now than ever. Let's do a quick recap and compare your average breakfast to a better alternative. Swap this for that. A senior's breakfast makeover. Instead of instant oatmeal packets, go for steel-cut oats soaked overnight and cooked slowly with cinnamon and berries. Instead of flavored yogurt cups, choose plain Greek yogurt with a few wild blueberries or chia seeds mixed in. Instead of breakfast cereal, start your day with chia seed pudding or a pasture-raised egg scramble loaded with veggies. And instead of white toast with jam and margarine, try a beet smoothie with lemon, berries, and maybe even a scoop of protein powder. Simple changes, big results. These swaps are more than just healthier choices. They're nutritional tools that help reverse the effects of aging, lower your risk for chronic disease, and keep you strong and sharp for years to come. Let's zoom in for a moment on what each of these better choices actually does inside your body. Chia pudding stabilizes blood sugar, feeds your gut, and supports clean, steady energy throughout the morning. Beet smoothies dilate your blood vessels, improve muscle oxygenation, and fuel your brain with better circulation. Pasture-raised eggs help maintain and rebuild muscle, support neurotransmitters, and provide lasting satiety. Wild blueberries reduce brain inflammation, repair neural connections, and boost cognitive speed and memory retention. Now, here's the really good part. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet to see results. Even making 1 or 2 swaps can lead to noticeable improvements in how you feel and function. How fast can you see results? You might be wondering, okay, but how quickly will I notice a difference? According to the research cited earlier, inflammation markers drop by up to 52% in just 8 weeks after switching to certain anti-inflammatory foods like wild blueberries. Muscle performance improved by over 20% within days of adding nitrates from beetroot to the diet. Memory and attention showed measurable improvements within 90 days of daily wild blueberry consumption. Blood sugar stability and insulin sensitivity improved within weeks for seniors who prioritized fiber and omega-3 south in the morning. These are real, measurable outcomes. And they don't require medication, extreme diets, or exhausting routines, just smarter choices at breakfast. Why mornings matter most? So why is breakfast such a critical window for seniors? Think of it like this: your body is coming out of a fast. Overnight, your system has been resting and repairing. When you wake up, your first meal is like fuel for your engine, and the quality of that fuel determines how well everything else works that day. Your blood sugar balance is most sensitive in the morning. Your hormones, like cortisol and insulin, are in flux and can either stabilize or spiral. Your muscles are most receptive to protein intake early in the day. Your brain needs nutrients to support decision-making, memory, and focus from the get-go. Feed your body junk in the morning, and you're setting yourself up for crashes, brain fog, and fatigue. But start your day with the right foods, and you'll experience more energy, clearer thinking, and even better sleep at night. You have the power to protect your body, and perhaps the most empowering truth of all is this: aging doesn't mean decline. It means strategy. You don't have to accept muscle loss, forgetfulness, or constant fatigue as part of getting older. You can choose foods that fight back, foods that strengthen your body, sharpen your mind, and help you remain mobile, independent, and resilient. Every meal is a chance to send a message to your body: either break down or build up. And breakfast? That's your loudest message of the day. So what should you do next? Here's your simple action plan. Pick one food to eliminate this week. Maybe it's the sugary cereal, or the white toast, or the flavored yogurt. Pick one food to add this week. Maybe it's chia pudding, or eggs, or wild blueberries. Make the swap. Give it a week. See how you feel in your energy, your digestion, your mood. Then try another swap next week. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. And if you want to take it further, keep a little journal. Track how you feel after eating certain breakfasts. You might start to see patterns. Days you feel clearer, stronger, more focused. That feedback loop can be incredibly motivating. Final thoughts: you now know what most seniors don't: that breakfast can either age you or protect you. The typical choices: instant oatmeal, sugary yogurts, cereals, and white bread don't just raise blood sugar. They promote inflammation, weaken immunity, and slowly erode strength and cognitive health. But just as powerful are the alternatives: chia, beets, eggs, and wild blueberries. These are real solutions, backed by science, tested on seniors, and shown to produce real results. We're not guessing here. We're not following trends. This is intentional, nutrient-driven aging. So here's the question: which breakfast item are you going to swap this week? Let us know in the comments. We read every single one. And your answer might inspire someone else to start making healthier changes too. If you learned something new today, please hit that like button so more seniors can find this information. And if you haven't yet, Subscribe and tap the bell for weekly videos that help you stay stronger, sharper, and healthier as you age. Remember, your mornings matter more than you think. And the choices you make when the sun comes up will shape how you feel long after it sets. So fuel up with purpose. Your body will thank you all day long.